right before we start the 2028 regular season, the New York Yankees are seemingly giving up on Anthony Volpe, the 27-year-old shortstop being moved to Cincinnati, which may in part be a move in case Ellie De La Cruz leaves in free agency in about 2 seasons. He's got the 2028 year where he's making $20 million, and then he has another arbitration year, so Cincinnati may be trying to hedge their bets. And, of course, we make a move of our own, moving on from some of the catcher logjam we have within the organization, moving Yoel Pozo to the Twins in exchange for a prospect outfielder who, honestly, is probably going to be a long ways from being a member of the team as we start the 2028 campaign, Season 3 against the Toronto Blue Jays. And of course, if you noticed in the previous episode, we did sign Joe Adele, 30 home runs last season, 88 RBI is his projected number. Max Clark is sitting in AAA, so please ignore the fact that they put him on here for WAR because SDS seems to have this issue of making minor league players projected leaders for things when I'm not going to play Max Clark unless somebody in this outfield gets hurt. As Zach Gallen is going to take his spot on the mound for third season as the opening day starter. 5-14 last season. The numbers outside of the record are kind of average. I mean, he was our best pitcher last year, which really isn't saying much given that we don't really have much in the way of pitching or offense, as we were the worst team in the league last year. Alejandro Kirk will take the first curveball high in the zone. I'm surprised he didn't demolish that one and send it to the arch. 0-1, he'll bounce it to J.J. Weatherholt, opening day shortstop, and he should be for the foreseeable future, given he is about 26 or 27 years old. Here's the Blue Jays lineup. These are projected averages. It's Kirk, Guerrero, newly signed Jeremy Pena, Addison Barger, Santander, Stott, Schneider, Bader, and Josh Kasevich to round out the lineup. Vlad Guerrero, another 30-plus home run season, looking to pick up maybe an MVP, probably more likely a World Series as this team is 3 years removed from, coming oh so close from defeating the Dodgers. The Dodgers did get eliminated last year in the postseason and would lose to the eventual champion Chicago Cubs as Gallen will strike out Pena to end the opening inning as the Cardinal offense, which again, another sore spot for this team. As believe me, I have tried. You have seen the moves I've tried to make to really build up this team over the last 3 seasons, and I know that it's been tough and rough. Hell, it's been rough me playing and watching this. As Brandon Woodruff is on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays. Jake McCarthy has been one of the positive spots, the positive players in our organization since signing him, I want to say about 2 years ago. As Pena will not be able to throw out McCarthy. I was ready to call him out, but I tend to forget that McCarthy is the fastest player on our team in our organization. I have tried to get as many speedsters because we don't have much in the way of offense, and we will take 3.9 seconds on a home to first. Ivan Herrera had a solid season, though he did miss like almost half of the year. 17 home runs and 59 RBIs, honestly pretty good as McCarthy is able to hit the brakes and retreat back. First, Herrera will be the first out of the inning. Gorman was our offensive leader in the power department. Joe Adele hopefully will supplement that as well. Alec Burleson, Jacob Berry, Spencer Jones, J.J. Weatherholt, and Pedro Pajes. I said Andy Pajes. Nolan Gorman, again, 30 home runs, 80 RBI. He's been one of the lone players to be good offensively, but I would love for that batting average to go up. As the 0-2 is going to be laid off so why are you asking me to hit it there? You have foul seats. I don't want to hit it there. We want to hit it to the bleacher creature type people. As swing and a miss. Brandon Woodruff, good pitching there, changing eye levels, changing speeds, hitting him with a fastball low in the zone. Joe Adele. Now I know some folks out there are questioning the signing of him, given that, he played pretty well for a Angels team that still is not going anywhere. No, it's completely plausible this year. I believe they have the #1 pick. They actually leapfrogged us, if I'm not mistaken. As Adele's first plate appearance will just be a long, high fly ball to center field. Hopefully, Adele is ready to contribute into our Cardinals offense as we need every bit of bats that we can. Striking out Barger, and Santander is going to get hit with a fastball in the upper thigh. Bryson Stott rolls it over third base past Gorman into left field. McCarthy throws it to Gorman, and the Blue Jays will have 2 runners on. Snyder, swing and a miss on the high heater. Big strikeout by Zach Gallen as we look to have him lead off pitching staff. Grounded a weather hole over to first, no problem. Defense is something we are relatively good at, particularly in the middle of the infield. Liner right at Burleson, and he tags Kirk's slow ass, and he is out. That is an unassisted double play. Pena swinging a miss on the slider. Gallen not the hardest of throwers here, and I believe it's 33 each season. But Barger says this is what happens when you lose velocity and get your pitches sent deep. 436 feet off the bat of Addison Barger, his first of the season and the first run of the Toronto Blue Jays season, as Adele will strike out for the second time in the ballgame in as many at-bats. And as you can see, we only have 1 hit compared to their 3. And here's some of the Blue Jays' projected leaders. Vlad, basically for everything but stolen bases, and Pena, a damn good defensive shortstop with 5 WAR. But the Blue Jays are projected to finish 3rd in the American League East, which really shouldn't surprise anybody. And here's another non-surprise. A circle change hung over the zone by Gallen gets smoked to left field for Schneider's first home run of the season. Fortunately, nobody else is on base. Bader, third liner to center. Another base hit. Now Josh Kasevich's chance. He will bounce it into right field as Adele will come up throwing. And I don't think they want to test that one on quite yet. Next up is Kirk. Still no outs, and bouncer past Gorman into left. McCarthy comes up throwing. It is way offline. That was an easy score from second by Barger. There's a Barger. Nonetheless, Vlad Guerrero takes a cutter. And given the Cardinals' relative offensive issues in the past 2 seasons, going to say Vlad could break this one wide open, but it's a pop-up. Despite it being in the shallow outfield, the fly rule does persist. Now, Gallen has given up 5 hits off the fastball. That's mostly what he has thrown. Circle change and slider, also giving up a base hit as well. Now it's Berry. Grounder, Weatherholt back to first. Score at 4-6-3 for the double play for the Cardinals. Taylor tape between the 2 pitchers. Now Woodruff doesn't have the strikeouts, but Gallen is giving up way too much contact. 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. As Burleson smacks it off of the forearm of Woodruff, and he's still going to get it to first, but it's not going to matter. And the Toronto training staff is going to come out and check on Woodruff as he was trying to shake that one off, hit him in his non-pitching hand. I wish injuries upon players. It happens from time to time. Swinging and miss by Jacob Berry. That is strike number 3. As Woodruff seems unfazed after getting hit by a comebacker. And double play. Jones doesn't beat that one out. Not the fastest, but he's no slowpoke. And Barger took Gallen deep for a strikeout here in his 3rd plate appearance. And then Santander will stay at a first. The fastball high up in the zone. 7th strikeout for Gallen. Man, normally this would be a perfectly fine outing for Gallen, but we just were giving up the long ball. We're not getting much in the way of hits. I think we may only have 1 at this point. Nonetheless, we will ask the bottom and then back to the top of the lineup to hopefully give us something as we push on and what could be the lowest third of the game. Weatherholt bounces it to his own defensive position, and he is unfortunately out to start the 6th. Pages, bouncer, back to Woodruff, and it hits him off of his glove hand again. I think it might hit him in the same spot, but he is unfazed, man. And then he will strike out McCarthy. And who got the first hit of the ball game won't be able to get on base again. So we switch pitches and go to Riley O'Brien. Hopefully he can pick up about 2 innings of work as grounder pass to Barry into right center. Jones will retrieve it. And Bader, as a matter of fact, will hit it in the right center, and Jones just is not fast enough to cut her off before it rolls up against the wall. That means the runner is going to come around from first to score. That's a double for the speedster Bader. And a 4th run as Toronto was waxing our asses for sure. And Kasevich floats this one to right field. Adele comes up throwing a very strong arm, but it's there, just not where it needed to be there. Runner will advance to third, so 90 feet from the 5th run. And Kirk, grounder, no, hits off of Weatherholt's glove, but it's not going to matter. That runner from third easily will score, making it 5-0 Blue Jays. Herrera, unfortunately, will be the final out, as despite us getting a runner to first, the offense just not there. The pitching is kind of there. I don't know, man. Yo, subscribe because there will be more from this series coming soon. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.